Yo, what up, everybody? What up, what up? Coming to you from the Amazon facility, Crest Hill, Illinois. This is where we load up. Give y'all a little look. There's the booth. Straight truck heaven. This is the first day of a new day, man. XPO Logistics has been terminated by Amazon. They lost the contract, so they're out. Now it's 3 new companies that are taking over. One's got 50% of the warehouse, the other 2 split 25%. So it's a whole new system, new app we have to use for scanning, new employees, a bunch of, it's weird. So this first day is a big clusterfuck. It's gonna take a while to leave today. It's gonna be a bitch. I already been here since 1 o'clock. It's going on 3. I'm still not even in my door yet. That's how it goes. But yeah, I don't know why XPO lost it exactly. You hear different rumors about stuff, but I don't know exactly. But is what it is. This is it now. New, and they had to do a new route book, so everyone's got a new route. So that also makes it hard for the first day. Me, I got the same route. I was lucky to get the same one. I asked for it. They gave it to me. But either way, whether it's XPO, whether it's these guys, I just wanted to go over some stuff now that I've been talking about all the good stuff about the job. I just want to talk about the bad side of it as well. Not that I would say I would go against getting a job doing this, because when I like it, everybody likes it. But I would, for the most part, but I would, you know, I'd be lying if I didn't say there was some other stuff that's not so great. So if you're a company driver working for a carrier, delivering over here, man, some things can happen. One, for instance, they might not have a route for you. You might be a backup driver. What a backup driver is, you come here every day, you check in with Amazon, you'll walk in, check in. They'll either say, okay, we have something for you, or they don't. If they don't, you go back and sit in your truck and wait. Basically, what they use you as is, if you know someone doesn't show up for a route, they'll fill in with a backup driver. You take over that route. If somebody has too much on their truck, they can't fit it all, and there's what they call overflow, you might be taking that overflow for them. They can give you jacked up routes too, man. When you're in a backup, they can send you east and west and south, like all over the place. A stupid route. People don't like being backups. Trust me, it's kind of sucks. If you don't go out, if they don't have anything for you at the end of the night, you're sitting there the whole time in the lot right here. See where these trucks are lined up across from the docks? Those are, maybe not today. Today they might just be waiting for their door, but that's usually where the backup drivers will chill, right there across from the docks. If you don't get anything, you go home and you still get paid. You won't get a lot of money though. You'll get less than even a local route pays, but you do get paid for sleeping, essentially, if you stay here. And if you do a route, you usually get more than what a regular driver who has a route gets. Whether it's local, whether it's far, you usually get a little bit more than what they get. So there's good and bad. The bad thing is you'll get a different route like every day. Like you got to come here every day not knowing where you're going to be going to a lot. I did it a couple times. I didn't like it. Most backup drivers don't like it. So that's one of the negatives. And even if you have your own truck, they might give you a backup route. That might be all they have for you. Other things is, if you work for a company, and I know I've had this happen with the company I was with previously, they can cut you off anytime. Like they can just cancel you any day. Oh, you have a route today? Oh no, we have to cancel you. We don't have enough trucks to have you ride. We had to give the route to someone else. We covered you with someone else. That kind of stuff can happen. Your company can tell you, okay, you know, your new route is going to be this and this. You're going to have 1 stop, 2 stops. You get there, and Amazon has a completely different stop for you. Like, you might have those stops, but you might have an additional 2, 3 stops. And you're like, wait a minute. You call your company, like, you guys told me I was only going to have this and this, and then, you know, I want more money now, or, you know, I don't want to do this, and it turns into that. It can turn into a big mess. And these companies, man, they're cutthroat as hell. Like, they want you to work. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn what you got, got going on. They don't care how tired you are. And then they make you feel guilty when you don't want to do something. When you're like, hey, I've done 2 routes today. Give me a break. I don't want to go do a third. No, we need you. We need you. We don't have anybody else. You need this done. And you feel guilty. And if you don't do something, they can punish you sometimes by, you know, not giving you a route the next day. That's why I always advise, get your own truck, do your own thing. You can still have some stuff that's not going to go, that you might not like about Amazon, even with your own truck, but at least you're your own boss. You're not going to cancel yourself. You're going to be working every day. So another reason why I definitely push for having your own truck. Because after a while, man, working for a company gets frustrating. It just is. But, man, this is what it is. There we go. There's another guy. So right here, we're Amazon. You got Old Dominion. Over here, you got Dayton Freight. Over here, on the other side, I think you got JB Hunt or something over there. There's a lot going on over here. So I'm waiting to get in still. Look at that guy. He's got a sleeper in his straight truck. Looking good. So I could be checking in right now and go park across from the docks until my door opens. See, that's another thing. I'm on wave 3. You got to wait for all the other people. With Amazon, there's wave 1, 2, and 3. This thing has 2 sides. This building's huge. It has 2 sides. This is A side. The other side of the building is B side. There's more docks over there. So wave 1 is on A side. Wave 2 is on B side. Wave 3 is on A side. And wave 4 is on B side. But wave 1 and 2 are the ones that get their doors first. Wave 1 is first on A side. Wave 2 is first on B side. You got to wait for them to pull out, and then you go in. Only problem is sometimes you get someone else, either a backup driver or someone else who just doesn't give a fuck, and they'll take your door before you even get a chance to get in. Looks like that's what happened in my situation. Someone jumped in door 104, which is my door. And I was just about to go in there, and they took it. I mean, I still got plenty of time to make my first stop, so I'm not even tripping right now. But that kind of stuff gets frustrating. That's why it's preferably always be on wave 1 or 2. That way you don't have to worry about it. You got your door set up when you get in. Shouldn't nobody be in there. But see that little booth right there? That's when you'll go in there. You'll have to wave your, you'll get a badge from Amazon. It'll have a little barcode on it, and they'll have to scan it right there at the booth. And then once they do that, they might ask you your route sometimes. Usually not, though. And then if they do, you know, either way, you just give them the route number, and then they'll let you in. Go to your door. If you don't have a door, you park across from the docks in one of these other spots. There's usually not a lot available, because you can see there's a lot of trailers parked in those spots. And then there's a lot of backup drivers also parked in those spots, and they're sleeping in their trucks waiting for a phone call to let them know what they're doing. And so, you know, but you'll find something. If you can't find something, you'll have to kind of find somewhere in there to park. People just kind of make up their own spots and just park right in the middle of the damn lot. But do what you gotta do. Wave 1 people typically get done earlier than wave 3 people, some of that. So, you know, I had a route once. It was 1 stop, but it was like 2.5 hours away, 2 hours away. But I got out of here early. I got out of here by like 3 something. I was leaving Amazon. I got down there at 5. No, I'm sorry, I take it back. I got out of here at 2 something. I got down there by about 4 o'clock. I unloaded by 4:30, and it was a 2-hour drive back, so I was back at the yard by 6:30. Some of these other routes, like the one I'm doing now, I don't get done until 7:30 with my last stop, and it's 2 hours away from the yard, so I don't get back to the yard until 9:30. And the pay is not a lot more. It's more, but it's not a lot more. So your schedule is going to constantly change. These routes don't ever stay the same. They change them up a couple times a year or more, depending. If something happens, like XPO losing its contract, they had to change the routes. Last year, around the same time, actually, they changed the routes up too, because one of the companies got terminated, one of the carriers. They were having problems with the drivers. I don't know what happened exactly, but they got kicked out, and they had to redo all the routes for that. And I was on a sweet route too, and then they took me off of it and put me on some bogus ride I didn't like. So yeah, like I said, good and bad up in here, man. But yeah.